I'm gonna tell you the story. First thing you gotta understand is time does not work the way you think it does. Welcome to the cult. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one who's talking to you. And I've been doing the Crowley Thoth associated with her, so I'm gonna go from the bottom up. We have Princess, same as Page, Knight, still a Knight, Prince, same as Queen, for Crowley at least, and Queen replaces the King in the Crowley Thoth. And for the level of the Piranha Spirit, I'm going to deal with Tarot of the Spirit. So we have Sister Fire. Sister takes place of the Page in this case. Accept all change and movement with a balanced perspective and equanimity, or Pexa. Talked about that before. You feel enthusiasm, self-confidence, and eloquence. You are moving within the natural flow of the universe and favored by all universal forces. When you feel in danger of fragmentation, turn within for the answers. Meditate on the sun setting in the ocean. Imagine this picture and you will be soothed and regain touch with what is of real and of lasting importance to you. Pretty baller. Whoop. Brother Fire. In the Tarot of the Spirit, Sister replaces Page and Brother replaces Knight. Your inner spirit aspires. You are like a flame reaching heavenward. You perceive great qualities of strength, swiftness, brilliance, and agility, the sense of romantic revolution, and qualities of real and wondrous. Be careful. Do not be too impulsive at this time of great revelation and change. Tune to the eternal nature of things, and your actions will endure. Sounds pretty solid. Not gonna lie. In Tarot of the Spirit, Mother replaces the Queen. So, Mother Fire. Fire Mother. Long after the energy of others has burned out, your own energy burns like a constant pile of light. You have a sense of being a sought-out leader, especially in matters of spirit. You seek quiet but consistent leadership. As long as you move in accordance with nature's laws, nature obeys your every command. Boom. Father Fire. Last of the Tarot of the Spirit. You are experiencing the sense of conviction. There is much movement. Energy is surging. You feel the power of leadership. You are rapidly moving toward the new way of knowing, a new viewpoint or perspective. Regulate your activity. Be careful not to burn yourself out at this high energy period. All right. So, before I move on to the others, I'm going to go through some of the stuff I just went through. So, Page. Princess can also be maiden. There is another word for it that's like Raja something, but I'm going to go with Kumari. Kumari is a pretty solid word for Page in terms of princess. There is also Squire, Gramani. So I'm gonna just straight up admit, I'm not exactly sure why this is a specific thing with the Page of Fire, but I know it is. Astakona Darpana, 8-sided mirror. It might have to do with other things that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but so pages are traditionally, because I'm going to, this is also, I talked about festivals and effigies a fair amount during one, so I'm going to be going through traditionally pages associated with the east and the spring, and with the spring equinox or the Mahavisuva, and I'm going to, the verbs I picked for this were bhati, or to seem, and margati, or to seek. Because those are both very important things as understanding at the wind level of things, which is what the page associates with. It's perceiving what is, up front, what you can seem, and it is seeking to go beneath the surface of that. And I'll finish that up with Divine Eye, or Dibakaku. Dibakaku, Divine Eye. And since I've done 2 of them so far, I'm going to move on to Daman, or Night. Night is Daman. It's associated with fire. It's it is the most associated with wands. It is, so, with this I chose also divine ear, debasota, and zonote, or to hear. Now, nights associated with south and with the summer solstice or the Uttarayana. And I'm going to bring up this thing that is brought up kind of sort of in a bunch of spiritual circles. The core concept of a twin flame or an Agni Yamala. Now, the concept of an Agni Yamala is someone who you have usually some sort of past life tie to, some sort of past life tie. Usually, if I understand how it works, it's someone who you were supposed to like. You had the opportunity to be in love in the past, and you just didn't get to, like for whatever reason. Now, I spoke with a gentleman who I don't believe is still doing twin flame consulting back in 2020. Him and a friend of his who are also doing the same thing. Gentleman by the name of Ryan Jordan. Now, his conclusion was that the case I wasn't talking about wasn't actually a representation of Agni Amala. It wasn't actually a twin flame kind of deal. Now, I don't know if he still even buys into that because it's been a couple of years and I understood he had something of souring on it. If I'm wrong, and you haven't seen that, Ryan, please feel free to correct me. But one of the key points about this is a notion that there is a hardwired can't get rid of it, like can't get rid of it, Sita Pranana connection between two people who are twin flames, which is they have a built-in telepathic connection. That's Sita Pranana is telepathy essentially in Sanskrit. So I'm not going to get into that situation for me or anyone else because that's kind of a long story just by itself. But now that I've done that, I'm going to move on to Inversion Tarot. Page Wands. New inspiration and enthusiasm, motivating spark. Yeah, sparks, surprise, surprise, sparks are a big thing in fire. They're also a big thing in metal, by the way. Going in a new direction, starting something new, wanting to explore and discover new things, a new creative project, message or new information about a project or travel, breaking news, reverse meanings, always starting something new, but never finishing anything. 2. Hyperactive, unfocused, and frenetic energy, hesitant or unclear about what you're doing. Alright, and that finishes that. Alright, so it's listed as knight in here, but here it's listed as horseman. Horseman of Wands. Don't. Exciting adventure, robust. Going where the action is, boldly charging into it, taking risks. Loves competition, competitive. Having courage and confidence, not easily discouraged. Fire, charismatic personality, impulsive tendencies, intense. Staking claim in the world. Oh, by the way, I made this into a patala or an effigy of every single one of these that I've ever done on a video. So, just fun fact for that, because that's the kind of person I am, because I'm ridiculous like that. Alright, reverse meaning of Horseman of Wands in the Inversion Tarot. Restless, frustration, losing momentum, fizzling out, moving but getting nowhere. Action without strategy or plan, brash, cocky, insensitive, hot-headed, and unpredictable. Alright, Queen of Wands. Boop. Strong, self-assured personality, independent, courageous, charismatic, charming, center of attention, radiates warmth, engaging, extroverted, socially intelligent, optimistic, positive outlook, motivates, encourages others to know their strengths and pursue their goals, and inspiration to others. Reverse meaning, easily bored, especially when other people aren't around, craves / demands attention, lacking self-awareness, making excuses for flawed behavior, need for a little introspection. And in the Inversion Tarot, for the actually chose Inversion Tarot specifically for fire because inversion fire tends to deal a lot with actually like having power and how you direct it, and it's very very important when you have power to see if you're prone to doing something bad with it, which is essentially what like the Inversion Tarot. I feel like just general inversion testing is a very important thing in my opinion. I could be wrong. I can be wrong about anything. So energetic. King of Wands. Energetic. Bold leadership. Taking decisive action. Convincing others to follow your lead. Enthusiastic. Creates excitement. Having clear vision. Acting with a purpose and intention. Provides clear direction to others. Ambition. Drive. Determination. Takes bold chances when necessary. Takes on challenge with gusto. Reverse meaning. Bossy. Domineering. Too aggressive. Has trouble motivating others. No direction or guidance. Second guessing. Hesitating. Bureaucratic gridlock. Nothing gets done. Oh, God. Bureaucracy can be very useful, but it can be an incredible pain if you're depending on if you're working with it or trying to fight it or trying to make it rude for other people. I think that's a terrible idea. All right, the queen is the Raji. The autumnal equinox is queen is associated with cups and with water just generally. There's a lot of the thing about the court cards is that they, generally speaking, represent crossover between the various levels of the different suits. Autumnal equinox. Jalavisava. Taste, as in to taste something. Asvadanam karoti. Three flamed. Trezika. Now, this is something that, this is something I actually only heard about through Kyle, who was the first person who I know who got initiated through Buddha Paul. At least in this round. I assume Buddha Paul has actually initiated a bunch of people a bunch of different times. Buddha Paul, I swear, this dude looks I swear, this is actually, I might have actually been initiated by the dude that, Chow Yun Fat's character in Bulletproof Monk is based off. I'm not joking. He's covered in Sanskrit tattoos, and, I look at this dude as, I want to know everything this man will tell me. And then the option to become initiated came up. I was like, yes, I'm here. I'm doing this now. I can be initiated by a dude who I don't care if it's actually the case. I feel like it's the dude from Bulletproof Monk. Anyway, Kyle was the first dude who I know that was initiated by this guy. And Kyle told me about this thing called the threefold flame chakra, which is essentially like a chakra that goes behind your Anahata heart chakra. So that is the Trasika Hridaya chakra, or the threefold flame, the three flamed heart chakra. Also, for things that if you ever want to deal with the glamour hedge, it's called the Abba Gohana, because it's a labyrinth. The hedge is a labyrinth. That's just kind of how it is. If you understand Vidyahari and Fae, that just makes sense to you. All right, now also Pazyati Apaya. Pazyati Apaya. Pazyati Apaya. Pazyati Apaya. If I give you anything that actually works, I really hope it's this one, and that is foresee danger. I'm not joking. If anyone watches these and actually practices the Sanskrit, please practice that one. That's the only one I'm actually going to ask you to practice, which is Pazyati Apaya. Pazyati. Pazyati. Foresee. Apaya. Apaya. Danger. Pazyati Apaya. Foresee danger. All right, and that finishes up Queen of Wands. And now we move, before we do to the king, I'm gonna do the way of the the Rider Waite, cause most people know this one better than the others. Hey, we got the Page of Wands. Dope, and the tiny cards. Alright, now, Dark Young Man, faithful lover, an envoy, postman. Beside a man, he will bear a favorable testimony concerning him. He is dangerous rival, if followed by the Page of Cups. He has chief qualities of his suit. Reverse, anecdotes, announcements, evil news. Also, indecision and instability which accompanies it. Oop. Hesitation can kill. Hesitation can kill. I'm not even joking. Alright. I went the wrong direction. Oh well. I'll go back then and fix it. Alright. Knight of Wands. He is shown as... Ooh. Knight of Wands. He is shown as a fond of dirty, armed with a short wand, although mailed is not on a warlike errand. He is passing mounds or pyramids. Inventory made. Departure, absent, flight, immigration. A dark young man, friendly. Change of residence. Reverse, rapture to vision. Interruption, discord. Also, by the way, if you happen to be into tarot, I put a lot of thought into the tarot readings for the three my first three books. Each of them involved tarot readings, and I put a lot of thought into them. I'm just saying. Queen Wands. Queen of Wands. In a scene similar to the former, a young man stands in. Oh, that's Paige. That's a knight. Wait. All right. Although throughout this suit, the wands are always in leaf. It's a suit of life and animation, emotionally and otherwise. The queen's personality corresponds to that of the king, but is more magnetic. Divinatory means a dark woman or a country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. If the card beside her signifies a man, she is well disposed towards him. If a woman, she is interested in the queer. Also, love of money. Reversed. Good, economical, obliging, serviceable. Also, signifies opposition, jealousy, deceit, and infidelity in the reverse case. Alright. King of Wands, we got the King of Wands. The physical and emotional nature of which the card is attributed is dark, ardent, alive, and animated, impassioned, and noble. He uplifts a flowering wand, and wears, like his three corresponds in the remaining suits, was called a cap of maintenance beneath his crown. He connects with the symbol of the lion, which is emblazoned on the back of his throne. Divinatory meaning: dark man, friendly countryman, generally married, honest, and conscientious. Reversed: good but severe, austere yet tolerant. So basically, like, if you know someone who's like, okay, so I'm gonna get into this quickly. I'm gonna do these quickly, and then I'm gonna end what I was gonna say. King in Sanskrit, Raja. No big surprise here. Winter solstice, Yamayana. Perceived by smell, Jigrati. Feel, Anubhavati. Star paths, Paramarga. Twin stars, Yamala Yatara. Jyotisha. So wands are traditionally associated with fire. One of the ways fire manifests in like the physical world, in terms of, as I put them in my books, like that are like isekai, basically, as the ephemeral solids, like things that are like out there that are ephemeral. Like metal qualifies as this in this case because metal is something that you actually have to like find veins of in the earth and like dig out and then solidify, and that's so it's ephemeral up until we solidify it. So that's why it's the fourth one. They're it's shadow, light, spirit, and metal are the four ephemeral solids for reference. There's also the prime. There's the worldly four, which is like earth, air, fire, water. Actually, air is replaced by wood in this case. And the primal four, which are time, force, mind, and weird, or basically fate, destiny, and all things that are related to that. All right. Shoot. All right. So I lost my train of thought as to the other thing I was going to talk about. I might remember it when I come back to this, but otherwise, this is Oracle that I'm talking to. Oh yeah. Wait a minute before I get too far. Twin stars. So basically, if you understand the core concept of what I'm talking about with twin flames, it's like apparently, and I can be very wrong about this. Twin stars might like actually be a thing that are deeply related to twin flames, but are specifically tied to your birth chart in terms of like if you're going to be married to someone and it's indicated in your birth chart, they would be a twin star. I think. All right. I don't remember if I had another tangent beside that, but if that was it, hopefully I won't have to remember it as it makes the entire camera trick. This is Oracle, and I'm talking to you. Next time out there, drink safely, oh yeah.